So what are we doing here? We're doing two things with this practice. The main part of this practice is the punching method, the arrow punching and the dragon tiger kick punch. That uses what's called zone stacking. So the zones, pelvis, abdomen or midriff, chest, and the head and neck. So those zones stack on each other. So what that means is when we're doing our practice here, I'm turning and the zones are staying stacked on top of each other. They're turning, but they're staying stacked. If they didn't stay stacked, it would look like this. This often happens with people. The midriff moves too much, usually in really over flexible people, or this. So they do the punch and their hips go out because there's not enough ability to be able to move in the hip properly, or this, the head goes forward, so to the side, sorry. So the zones aren't staying stacked, or from the back, this happens with some people when they're a PEC pattern, posterior exterior chain pattern. It's a certain series of patterns that people have in their body, and a lot of people have this PEC pattern, but it shows up as this when they do their practice, or doing this or this. So the zones just aren't stacked. It's obvious to see, so it's stacking blocks. So another part of the practice, though, this is a part of martial arts training, internal martial arts practice, is to learn how to stack and turn, like we're doing here, big focus on that. And then the second part is then learning how to unstack things too, and making things that don't move very well, make them move better. So, so what that might mean is, we start having exercises. I'll show this one we will be doing as part of the warm-up, but I've got everything moving here. So I'm moving from my waist like a gyroscope. So what this means is that my body gets very good, especially the obliques and core, very good at controlling awkward positions with muscle. The body's used to being there, so it doesn't see it as a threat. This is where a lot of back issues that have been rehabbed really well need to also get into this, where the body gets used to awkward positions and not blowing out discs again, or making facet joints get stuck. So if I show really obvious here, so here I'm going back, I'm around to the side, I'm letting the back curl, rotate. So the whole body really starts to move in a very amorphous way, like a water kind of way. So we want the whole bit to move. This is really, really healthy for the spine. Then when we do our martial arts practice, training this way, we're training the straight spine, the zone stacking, because it's most connected to stillness, meditation, and Qigong through the central channel. This one here is to help open parts, get Qi moving, get the fascia opening in parts where it normally doesn't have access to. And for moving in combat, moving in out of awkward positions, but still staying connected. So when I do this movement, I'm not just losing it and crunching down on joints or having no sense of connection. I still am connected here, just in an awkward position. So I still can produce power in all sorts of positions here. If you watch Mike Tyson, when he moved, he had all this going, but when he used his power, there's still zone stacking going on. Okay, so I hope that idea is clear, very important for what we're doing.